Signs. Everybody's looking for signs. They're looking for something that tells them that their efforts to manifest are real. They put in the effort and they want to know, where's my stuff? When am I going to have the good come to me that I desire? Well, that's what we're going to talk about today, about signs, particularly about what are we really looking for when it comes to signs, and what should we be doing? Should our focus be on the signs, or is there something much more important? I think you're going to find this fascinating, and it's a great follow-up video to my visualization video that most of you have seen recently, because we're all looking for signs. So people wonder, if he calls me, is that a sign that he likes me? Is it a sign that he's the right guy? Um, Something else might happen where you have your favorite color and you see that color in the store, or you see it on the street, and you might feel that it's a sign that you should go in that store and buy that dress of the same color, or you know what I mean? So people look for signs as whether they should do something, whether it's the right thing to do or not. And that's not what Neville's talking about here. What he's talking about is that signs, or evidence, right, that you're receiving your good that you desire, are a result of focusing, immersing yourself in that desired outcome. You see, we're not hoping to stumble onto something and that something's going to give us the sign that we should do it. No, you want to have more control over your destiny by becoming conscious only of what you want. So you have your goal, right? You're focused on your goal, and in focusing on it and meditating on it and imagining it true, becoming consciously and subconsciously aware of it through the meditation practices, you will see signs, but those signs are actually bridges. They're bridges and evidence leading you to the result. Okay, so it's really results and evidence that we're looking for, not signs that are going to indicate which way we should go. You need to decide your own destiny. You need to decide which way you want to go and the results that you want to see, and focus on those and believe them to be true. When you believe them to be true and believe them to be yours already, you will see the signs. Those signs will be bridges, incidences, events that lead to actually having your desired outcome. Okay? And they might be surprising steps along the way, or bridges along the way that lead to your result. But the important point we want to make in this video is that what you need to focus on is not looking for signs, looking for evidence, looking for the results, but focusing on believing that those results are yours already. You have that money, you have that job, you have that partner, you are in that relationship. You have that life now. Believe that to be true. And yes, signs, results, bridges will manifest, and you will see your good results. That's the key point to keep in mind. It follows, those results and signs follow you doing the right thing and following the steps to manifest. So those of us who work with our imagination and want to manifest our goals, we would love to see evidence that we're on track, that our goal is manifesting, or what others call signs. I want to see signs that I'm doing the right thing. Okay, so we're going to discuss that today, because something very important that some of us are doing wrong is we're doing what they symbolically call putting the horse before the carriage. Imagine an old style carriage, the horse in front of it, right? The horse pulls the carriage, right? But they are putting the horse behind the carriage, right? hoping that somehow the carriage will get to its destination without the horse. The horse is what needs to be in front of. Now, the horse in this case symbolizes our desired outcome, right? That what must be in front of us. And that's what we're going to talk about, because Neville Goddard spoke of the fact that signs follow. They don't precede. And that's exactly what he meant, because many get confused on that. They're wondering, well, where's my stuff? How come I haven't gotten that new job? I've been praying for it. I've been imagining it. Where's my new partner? Where's that life that I've been desiring? Where's the money? Right? Show me the money. And they're focused on seeing that. But one key element is missing. And that is they're not spending enough time in the processes that lead to the evidence. So again, the idea that Neville gave is that signs or evidence follow. They don't precede, or they don't come beforehand. They don't come first. It's very much in harmony with the idea that instead of thinking, I believe what I see, it should be and is, you will see it when you first believe it. Okay? So what needs to precede the evidence or results is staying in our wish fulfilled, imagining our desire true, and coming to believe that it is, that it exists, and that it's ours already. So that has to happen first. And I'm going to talk a little bit about how we can do that. Because again, we want to be successful. We want to have our desire come true. Okay? We want our plan, our goals to manifest. So what about signs that we're doing the right thing? Well, Neville Goddard gave us the particular focus that we should have, and it goes as follows. Actions and events are effects. They're not causes. The actions of a man are determined by what? By his subconscious impressions. Man or woman is under compulsion to express, right, his subconscious impressions. And that's from the book Feeling is a Secret, Chapter 2. So you want to impress your subconscious mind that it's yours. And that is what all the different manifestation processes that you see on my channel that I posted much about. The processes and the steps, for example, I give you the 3 steps for manifesting using your imagination and your meditations. All of that needs to precede or come first. So we get anxious about wondering, well, you know what? Where's my stuff? I've been imagining that it's mine. Well, what happens is we don't spend enough time in those processes and we get impatient. And so we're not going to see any signs, which is the evidence or results that we seek, unless we patiently and persistently persevere and consistently spend time in our imagination, imagining that it's already ours. All right? And one of the best ways to do that, we've talked about, and that is using the state akin to sleep process. That state akin to sleep is that meditation process that we need to dwell in often, even daily, if we're working on a specific manifestation. So let me put it another simple way. The assumption that we are needs to come before. It needs to come first, before we see the results that we are. Let me say that one more time. The assumption and belief that we already are needs to come first. That has to come first. And then the signs or evidence, results will follow. Pretty easy, right? If you follow that process, then you will see results. So again, I'm going to put it even in another way to help you understand it. And that is that we must have the consciousness of it first. Then we see the signs of manifesting, not before that imaginative work that is needed is done. Neville Goddard emphasized this very thoroughly throughout his works, books, and lectures, that you need to be conscious of it first, and then results will follow. So this is what he refers to as your I am. I am wealthy. I am in that new job. I am with that marvelous partner. I am living the life on the beach, for example. And then you have to imagine it. So we've talked about this before, and I'll leave another link to my videos about manifesting and the 3 steps that you need to take in order to manifest. But remember that first you need to know what you want. And then you need to imagine what it would be like if it was already yours. And then you need to take that into the alpha meditation before you sleep. And you can do this upon rising in the morning when you're in that drowsy meditative state. But you need to do that over and over and over, night after night after night, day after day after day. That's called persisting. And if you do this, you will see results. Now, granted, sometimes you'll receive results in a matter of hours, a matter of just a few days, but it may take several months for things to evolve and for the bridges to open up. And we've talked about examples of that, but you may be looking for, right, for example, manifesting that new job. Well, the interview might be next week. So you'll imagine that you ace that interview and that you have that job. But until you're actually sitting in the chair doing that job, it might be a matter of 2 or 3 weeks or whatever the hiring process is. But you know that you have it. You know they're going to select you for that position. Likewise, another example might be manifesting a partner. Now, we'd all love to just be able to go online, click on the right one, meet them at a restaurant or something, fall in love and live happily ever after. And that happens. But in most cases, there will be a process of imagining that person in your life, actually being with them, and then you'll meet them. Perhaps not even through a dating line, you'll meet them naturally the way I did, right here on the beach. Could be what they call organic. So how it will happen, exactly when it will happen, right? The bridges that connect you to meeting that person or having the results in your life that you seek, that process, we don't know how that's going to fall into place often. And what we do when we're always looking for signs is we get too involved in the how. How is it going to happen? Well, in order for me to do that, this has got to happen, this has got to happen, and that's got to happen. So we get caught up in the how-tos, and we miss focusing on the way we make it appear, and that is by dwelling in our imagination, as we talked about in a video from just a few days ago, and be sure and watch that if you haven't. Actually visualizing that you're already in it and that you already have it. You're already there. You already have that job. You have that partner. You have that income. You have that new car, and you're inside of it driving it. All right, so go back and watch that video if you haven't. I'll make sure I leave the link for you. And so all of that imagining has to take place, and often, in most cases, it has to take place several times, going into that meditation night after night. Again, could be for a week or two, it could be for a month or two, or it may take much longer. And that's where our belief and patience is developed so that we actually see the results that we seek. So rather than getting caught up in looking for signs in the heavens, signs in your world, focus on believing it true, imagining that it's already yours, spending most of your time, that is your task, is becoming conscious of it, that it's already yours, and making that so believable and natural to yourself that when it actually appears, you won't be surprised, because that is what must precede the signs, results that you are looking for. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you again real soon.